Facebook and also how to market on Facebook. But I wanted to ask really quickly, out of the people that are on this call right now, I've got quite a few of you on. Um, what is your main focus right now in your business? Is it Facebook marketing? Is it social media marketing? Is it video marketing, mobile marketing? Where is your main focus right now? Just put in the chat box where you're focused on at the moment, and this will help me to understand a bit better about where you're at, what you're looking to do, and hopefully make sure that this is all going to be 100% useful for you as well. So I've got Chuck here saying make money. Benny is saying email. Cool. Teespring on Facebook, FB marketing, fantastic. Social media marketing, social mobile marketing. Getting started. Cool, no problem, Pam. And I'm sure there's many others that are getting started as well. Facebook and mobile, just starting. Interested in everything. Shirley is saying, awesome, fantastic. Now it's about, what's the time right now in New Zealand? It's about 2 a.m. here. We just hit daylight saving, and I thought I'd try a late webinar with you today. I've got an early start tomorrow. This webinar is going to go on for about an hour, just so you know that, and we're going to cover a lot of things in this. I'm going to make sure it's particularly relevant to Mobile SmartLink, the software we released recently, and also Facebook and mobile marketing as well. So with that said, how to generate thousands of dollars fast with this incredible new software. Now, if this is your first webinar, this is the first time you've got on one of these calls with me. My name is Sam Backer. Hello. This is me. I travel the world. I speak a lot. I like to holiday. This is me in Russia recently. And one of the reasons that I first got into this business is I wanted freedom. All right, many of you may have heard this from me before, but for those of you who haven't, the main reason that I got in this business is I was working a 9 to 5. I was actually a bouncer in a club. So I was one of the guys at the door who would, muscle people around and tell them what they can and can't do in the club. And I did that for about a year until my kneecap popped out. I was dragging someone out. I hyperextended it, and that was the end of my bouncing career. So faced with having to make some money, I started looking online for new opportunities, what was available, what possibly could be done online. And I started to find that, there was all these people making money online. And I got really interested in it, like many of you probably are as well. You're probably thinking, well, how are these people doing this? How are they able to achieve those types of incomes? How are they able to, do this? And how could I do that myself as well? So with myself basically my leg unable to be used. I was using crutches to get everywhere. I found myself getting really into sitting on my couch in front of the computer and researching about online marketing. And I gradually started doing things. I got a blog up, I got a website up, I got a membership site up, I set up my payment processor. And then it was time that I got another job. Basically, we have a scheme here that pays us money if we're injured. It's called ACC here in New Zealand, and my time for ACC or on ACC for my injury started to come to a close. So I needed to get a job. So I went up to Auckland. I got a job as a call center in a call center, and I still wanted to do this online marketing thing, but I wasn't getting all that much time. Then about 2 months in, my boss pulled me into his office. He said, Sam, there was 20 people that started this journey when you did, and all of them have made a sale except for you. You're the last person who has yet to make a sale yet, and you need to make a sale. Otherwise, we're going to let you go. So I was put under a bit of pressure at this stage. And that's when I'd heard that, businesses might need help with marketing. So I looked at the first business on my list. It was a company called Healthy. I thought, okay, cool. Why not? I called them up, and thankfully they were I talked to the owner basically, and he was someone that understood a little bit about marketing, but really wanted to improve his website. So after that, we got chatting. He agreed to meet on a Saturday, and that next Monday, I signed a contract for a lot of money. Okay, I was able to then quit my job. I was able to go into offline marketing, and since then, I've been able to secure, up to 6-figure contracts for jobs. I've done a number of work with a number of companies all around New Zealand, all around the world, and it's been a great way of earning a living. That brings me to here, where now I've shown a number of people how to make money online. I train, coach, and do that. It's a lot of fun. It's something that I'm able to run from home and also from my office here in Wellington, New Zealand. And my girlfriend and I also do a lot together, which has been particularly rewarding. It's a good lifestyle. It's good, and you all obviously understand that that's the case. But the question is, how do you get to the stage where you are free? How do you get to the stage where you're making money? And that's the real question. That's why we're on this call today, to hopefully provide you with some answers to that, and show you some clear ways of making money on this call as well. So I went into social media. Now, the reason that I went into social media after my first couple of contracts was that I was previously doing SEO. I was doing, all kinds of marketing, but I saw a real opportunity for Facebook. Now, it wasn't just because I saw a big opportunity for it. It was because businesses started asking me questions about social media. I started to understand that, there's actually a demand for this thing. There's a big demand for social media, and all I needed to do is really provide a solution to businesses to solve their problem, which was they were unable or not sure about how to get on Facebook in the right type of way. Pretty simple, right? So I started providing a number of solutions to businesses, even with my limited amount of knowledge at social media at the time. I'd show them how to set up their profile pages. I'd set up a page for them, and then I started to get really advanced, and I'd set up a custom Facebook page. One of those fancy pages that would be on Facebook, and that was really cool. People were really amazed by that, and I started to become known as the local Facebook guy in my local area. Now, one of the reasons that I was able to reach success so quickly, and one of the reasons that I believe personally that if you want to succeed online, you want to start the best way you possibly can start. First of all, invest in your knowledge. You guys are on this webinar for a reason. You're watching this because you want to learn. Okay, you're learning these skills that you need to take to the next level, where you'll be able to then hopefully utilize these in making money. Now, going to businesses and helping businesses is a great way to learn while you earn. What I mean by that is you can actually learn a lot of the skills you're developing now, harness them, and utilize them with businesses, start applying them to businesses, and be using those skills and earning money from doing that while you learn. Kind of makes sense. So I was able to do that. It's why I recommend it's the best way to get into it. And one of the reasons that that it's also good is obviously there's a lot more money when you're working with successful businesses. They're able to pay you for the jobs you do for them. And if you're doing something that's particularly useful for your business, it's a win-win. You can get paid month after month for a long time after that. All right, enough of that. We all understand that. This is why businesses are at a real crossroads right now, and why we are needed by businesses. All of you will know a business right now that is advertising the Yellow Pages, or TV, or newspaper, or the radio. And all of us probably know a business that's losing money through those mediums. One of the biggest things that I've found in the time that I've been helping businesses is that when I walk into a business, a lot of businesses, they don't know for sure whether they're making money or not off these mediums. A lot of them know for a fact that they're not, but they continue to do it because they don't know any better. These are the mediums that they're used to, that they're comfortable with, but aren't working anymore. And it's our job to show them why they're not working and redirect the money that they've been investing in this into something that is going to work for them. So let me quickly cover why Facebook in particular is very attractive to businesses, and why online marketing actually as a whole is attractive to online businesses. Think about it. If we were to do an advertising campaign through the Yellow Pages or the newspaper, how would we track the response? Be pretty difficult, right? One of the biggest problems that businesses face is that they don't know whether they're making money or not. They assume because, the person that's advertising and selling them into these things says that businesses make money, that they're going to make money. But often what happens is they don't. One of the most attractive things to online marketing, and you really need to emphasize this in any businesses you talk to, so make sure you remember this, is that it's able to be tracked. It's transparent and it's clear. There is no denying, the facts, that you can track a lead as they come through, and you can track a lead as they come through from Facebook or any other source online. And you can track them right to the point where they walk through a business's door. For a number of businesses, just knowing that they're able to track that kind of data is attractive enough for them to pull away from these old traditional marketing methods, because they know for sure then with the new style of marketing that they are going to be making money. Is this making sense to everyone? Just say yes right now in the chat box if this is making sense to you right now. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Perfect. And this is one of the things that I noticed early, And it's one of the reasons that you should really go ahead and do this as well. Now, Mark's asked, is this the same for billboards as well? Yes, that is. We've done billboard advertising. I've done it with clients. I've tried all of these methods as well. I've actually given them a chance in the past with clients because clients of mine have said, you should do this. We should go ahead and do this. This person has said, we could get advertising at a cheap rate. It's going to make us all this kind of money. And I said, okay, we'll try a 1 month trial. It has never been profitable. I could give you countless examples. I'm going to give you a couple just because you'll be able to understand then and hopefully develop some stories of your own to help with businesses. I always talked about one particular example where we were doing a directory online, okay, one of those directories, the online type directories that happen. And this was a particular directory that was attached to some sort of marketing newsletter that went out physically to businesses, really kind of weird. But the salesperson was really good. They sold this business, and it was my client at the time. And I told him, I said, we should not do this because we're investing $5,000, which is too much for a couple of months of this advertising. And he came back. He said he wanted to do it. We tried it. We tested it, and we had a very little. There was barely any response. Then we had one of another particular client of mine had someone actually sponsor them. This person was someone who was connected to the local newspaper, which has distribution around, I think, 1.3 million people in New Zealand here. And we had a full page spread for this particular business on that newspaper. It was a full page with a URL, with the phone number, everything. And I was watching the traffic all day, and our direct traffic to the website and the particular landing page we had set up didn't budge at all. This was this was a really good placing, a placing that cost $16,000. I'm embarrassed to say that. Were basically, not any use at all. So this is a real serious problem. Businesses that are using these traditional channels are not making their money back. Another way of looking at this is it's not just older marketing methods; it's also marketing methods that don't work. I'll be showing you a couple of examples later on in this webinar of great places to find leads, where you can find leads that have a serious problem because they're investing in advertising that isn't working for them. So look out for that as well. Since that day, had a lot of success. Since I got online, we've had a number of customers become successful. I'll tell you a little bit about some of the people that have become successful a little later on. Some of them are even on the call, which is really cool. And even customers of ours have come through and sent social media jobs and alerted us of different things that they've been having in their business. Recently, one of our more successful customers came through and basically messaged me and said that she was negotiating a job worth $5,000 to $15,000 and wanted a little help organizing it. Obviously, I was more than happy to help her do that, which is great, and that's what's available. So what are we going to cover on this call? All right, let's get right to it. Why this software is such a big opportunity right now, why Reengage is a really cool software, why I'm coming on this call and talking to you about it, and why I think that it's a really big opportunity in this day and age, and also how to utilize this in your business, how to get access to the software at a big discount, and a ton of special bonuses that are on offer today. All right, so I've told you a little bit about why traditional marketing isn't working. And I've told you about a lot of the positives that come along with Facebook, transparency, and all of that. Well, while there are a lot of positives that come along with that, there are also a lot of negatives. Who's actually heard some of the negatives in the news recently about Facebook and newsfeed updates not being shown correctly or not being shown to enough people in their news feeds? Just say yes if you've heard or seen any blog posts or any articles, news ads, or anything like that of this problem. Because for me, I've been seeing them almost every day at the moment. And it's something that we confront with clients as well. I've had businesses asking me about this, and as Jean is saying, living with it every day. And it is a problem because Facebook, you think of their model, Facebook wants businesses to spend as much money as possible on their advertising. And the only way for Facebook to do that is target more of their business towards that. Now that they've become a publicly traded company, they basically need to deliver for their shareholders. So they need to make sure that their profit is always increasing. And the best way to do that is by ensuring that businesses are spending money on advertising. Now, if businesses were able to generate fans really easily, and then they were able to engage those fans, kind of like sending out emails on a daily basis, then from Facebook's perspective, businesses wouldn't be investing as much on advertising. Does that kind of make sense? So what Facebook is doing, and from what I've seen, I haven't seen any public statements from Facebook or anything like that. So I'm just going from observation on what I've read. But what it seems to be that's happening is Facebook is optimizing the updates. Okay, what they call optimizing, and making sure that the people that are most active on that page are seeing the updates, but the people that are maybe less active, maybe log on to Facebook, very rarely every week, are not going to be seeing those updates. So this causes a bit of a problem because potentially only 10 to 16% or even less of people that are on our Facebook pages, on businesses' Facebook pages that we've invested a lot of time to build up, are not going to be seeing our updates. Does everyone kind of understand that? Just say yes if you understand what I'm getting at here. That this is kind of a problem, and right now. It's something that is being asked about. It's making businesses more skeptical. Um, and there are many opportunities to make money through Facebook advertising. I'm not saying that Facebook advertising is bad, but I like to do things on the free if we can, and I like for my clients to save money and make money in doing that. So this is a big problem. So millions of businesses that basically invest in fans every month, or have been for a long period of time, are not getting engagement and reach to the people that they really want to, which is all of their fans. I'm a fan of all of these different pages here. I haven't seen any of these updates until I looked at their pages today. One of the reasons for that is it's just not happening in the newsfeed. But if I'd seen them, maybe I would have engaged in them. Maybe something would have happened. Either way, these posts aren't getting out as much as they should be. So this presents kind of a little bit of a problem. Okay, how do we actually get out to these fans, and how do we engage them in a way that's going to be useful as well? Well, that's one of the reasons that re-engage comes in. Okay, what this is going to help you do is something that is different from anything that I've seen. It basically reclaims the amounts of fans on a page and reclaims the ROI. It does it through a really unique way. So I wasn't planning to show this early, but who's ready to see this software in action right now? Just say yes if you're ready to see this in action, because this is going to be a fairly engaging webinar. I'm actually going to get you guys to help me out with this today. All right. So wait for instructions, and as a result of helping me out, there's going to be a pretty cool reward that'll be happening as well. So I'm going to get right to it. Usually I spend a bit more time talking about various things, but I will not today. I'm going to jump right into it. Cool. So first of all, this is some of the success that's happened before. In order for me to show you this, obviously I want you to understand what can happen through this and what I'm about to show you. So these are just some of the tests that have happened over the last few weeks. You can see here Sean. Many of you will recall Sean. He was actually on a webinar with us a few days ago. Really cool guy. He's just moved into a new house with his family. Now, he was just saying that he does a lot of Teespring. He does a lot of advertising over Facebook, as well as his mobile promotions that he does. And he was able to sell 12 additional shirts with $11 profit each, earning about $132 in about 15 minutes. So he generated about $132 in 15 minutes using the software. Pretty cool. Here's someone that got 367 additional opt-ins in 3 hours, and this is probably the bigger one that I've seen so far. And these case studies, they're all out there, which is really cool. You'll be able to read about them a bit more soon. Matt sold about 350 extra T-shirts through Teespring as a result of one re-engage campaign. You're probably thinking, how does this happen? And when I heard all this, I was thinking the same thing, and that's why I was so impressed when I saw this. This is how it works. Before I show you this in action, first of all, you create the content. Now, all of us are creating content on a daily basis on Facebook, I hope. If you're not, then you should be. It's good practice. And if you currently have some clients, which I know many of you will, then you'll be probably doing this for your clients anyway. Okay, you're creating new content on a daily basis. That content then gets comments. Okay, so if it's engaging, it's going to get comments from your best fans. There might be questions. They might be, entries for a contest. They might be, something for a coupon. They could be, information about an event or responses to a particular post of yours. That's what happens. Now, this is where this comes in. Those commenters are all over your page. Okay, a lot of people have commented. I mean, let me ask you this question: who's commented on a Facebook page's, updates before on Facebook? Just say yes if you've at some point or another made a comment on a page. Okay, just say yes if that's the case. I think all of us have at one particular time. So this will work with any of these, by the way. I'm just getting a few questions here. I'll deal with this right now before we move on because it's important you understand. A dark post is a post that's not attached to a page. It's like a sponsored story. Okay, it basically comes in the newsfeed. It's an advertising piece, and comments can be placed on this. Comments can be placed on images. They can be placed on posts, and they can also be placed on ads as well. There's multiple ways to get comments. What this software does is any comments that have been placed on any content on the page, you can actually message those individuals, okay, automatically. It'll basically send out whatever you want to send these individuals really quick and really easily. Now, the best way that I can show you this is by actually showing you live how this works. Because right now you're probably thinking, well, how does that happen? What does that look like? How is that with is that good with Facebook? What are we talking about here? Well, let me go to the dashboard over here. And what I'm going to ask you to do, I'm just going to show my screen in just a second. I'm going to ask you a quick favor. And I'm going to do an update for one of my pages. Now, this is a page that I use for lead gen locally. You'll see it on my screen in just a second. I'm hoping my audio doesn't go a little weird when I do this, but we'll see, I guess. All right. So you'll be able to see my screen now. Now, I'll cover this in a bit. I'll cover this a bit later, why I create pages like this. But this is Wellington coffee is the best coffee in the world. Now, whether you agree with this or not, Wellingtonians like me, we all think that coffee from Wellington is the best in the world. Wellington has won a number of awards. It's been voted, I think, by Lonely Traveler or something like that. It was voted, I think, as the second best, I think, in the world, or having the best cafe in the world, something like that. As I'm already getting comments from many people who disagree with Wellington having the best coffee in the world. So cool. Whether it is or not, who cares? Let's go to the example before we get into too big a debate. All right. So this is this page right here. Now, if I was a business, or I'm someone that's a business, or I'm someone that's any sort of I want to basically promote this. Let's just say that I want to promote this to some extent. I want to get the news out there about this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to search, for some sort of image to update. Now, I don't have any images currently in my hard drive. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to search for, Wellington coffee. If you're a business, you might search for the type of business that we're searching for. I'm just going to find an image. I'm going to do a regular update. All right, so let's go down. Now, this is a cafe that I go to quite frequently. This is a friend of mine, kind of. He was actually the runner-up of the coffee contest locally. All right, so let's go and let's choose one of these images. Just a normal image. All right, we'll go for this one. Obviously, you want to check out if there's any copyrights that you could be breaking here. Most of these particular images, I actually know who has taken them or created them, so I'm okay in that sense. But always check just in case. All right, I'm going to save it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and update this page now. Pretty usually, I'm just going to add an image, and I'll go ahead and do that right now. So I'm just going to upload this photo. I'm going to go down to the picture that we just uploaded, which was Coffee Pick. Open it, and we're going to attach this. Okay, cool. Sound is breaking up, so I'm just going to wait until this has been attached, and then I'll talk about it afterwards. Is my sound back now? Just say yes if my sound is back. If it's okay now, let me know. Cool. Now I'm just going to post this image, and I say, can't wait for a coffee. Pretty basic, nothing too substantial. And on a post here. Okay, cool. Now I've done a post. Now what I'm going to do really quickly is I'm actually going to edit this post because this is not what I totally want to do. I'm just going to delete this, and then I'm going to, actually I'll edit it. We'll go ahead and can't wait for a coffee. Who has the best coffee in the world? I need it in. All right. Yes, my screen is, there we are. There's the screen. All right, so I've just done an update, okay? And you'll be able to see this now. Now, what I want you to do, and everyone that wants to take part in this test, I want you to do it right now, okay? I want you to go to your Facebook, and I haven't done this in a webinar for a while, so we'll see how this goes. And I want you to place a comment on this page with who you think is actually the best coffee in the world, and you'll see what's about to happen. All right, so everyone go ahead and do that right now. We should see some comments popping up. I've put the URL in chat, and go ahead and just place a few comments. And in just a moment, I'm going to come back to this, and I'm going to show you what this software does, because you'll be notified on your Facebook as you do this. I'll tell you what's going to happen. I'll show you. I'm going to show you, okay? So go ahead, place a comment on here, okay? We'll wait until I've got a couple of comments, and then those people will be our volunteers for today's demonstration. And once you've placed a comment on the page, just put a 1 in the questions box. Okay, so once you've successfully placed a comment, you can put anything. You can put Jamaica, Cambodia, Africa, UK, whatever you want to place. Once you've done that, put a 1 in the box. All right. Now let's see if we've got some. Cool, we've got a couple of people that have placed a comment. Rohan, good to see you again. Awesome. All right, we've got a couple of comments, and we'll probably get more as we go along. If you want to comment during this part, then awesome. All right, thank you, Jean. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, David. You're our example E's, I guess. You're our guinea pigs for today's experiment. All right. So we've got comments, okay? We've got engagement on our particular post. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to Re-engage Engine. Now Re-engage Engine is the software that I'm about to show you. This software in itself is a very powerful software, and I'm going to show you exactly what this does right now. Now it takes about 2 to 5 minutes to set up. What I've basically done is I've logged in here, I've connected Facebook with Re-engage, and now I'm able to get access to my pages. So the first step in doing this is making sure that I have the page name. So I'm going to go down to the developer key. I've got that here, and I'm just going to go ahead and I'll go to, I believe it is, where is it gone? Add developer key, edit profile. There we are, find a page ID. Okay, so I'm just going to grab this. I'm going to grab this URL right here, and I'm going to find the page ID. Cool. It's going to come up with this number right here. Cool. So everyone can see that. Just say yes if you saw what I did there. Just say yes. It basically was just finding the number, pretty much. I'm just finding a number. All right. This is where it's going to get cool. We go to Reply Engine. We log in with Facebook. We're logged in. We go back to Reply Engine. We type in our page ID, the ID that it just generated for me. I don't know what this means. I'm not very technical. I have no idea, but I'm just going to submit it. Check out this. It's just pulled all the different posts from this page from the last few months, all right? You can do it from the beginning of time. You can do it from whatever. Now, first of all, we can save our page, okay? So it's a page we can come back to later on. So we can just click Save. It's saved. It's now in our Reply Engine dashboard. So at any time that we want to come back to this, we don't need to enter in our page ID again. We just come back to it and use it like this. This is where it gets really cool. All right. Comment counter. It's going to tell us how many comments have been placed. So 13 total comments have been placed on this post right now. So those are our guinea pigs, okay? Those on the call that have placed it, 13. Unfortunately, it's a bit of an unlucky number, so hopefully we're okay. We have them there, all right? We can actually see the post if we want to as well, all right? We click on this, we can see the post. We're not going to do that right now. So follow along. We go down to the bottom. and we're going to choose how many comments we want to place. All right, I'm going to say 20 today. All right, if we get more people that have posted or more comments, it's going to go to 20. Now we're going to reply to each of these comments, and we can add split tests if we want, but that's a bit complicated. We'll go into that in just a second. Now we can actually place a reply suggesting that anyone who has commented on our page goes and visits a particular URL. If it's a contest, they can view who won the contest. If it's a product we're promoting, we can re-advertise that product. If it's a past post, we can re-advertise something like this. But for this test, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, let's have a look at some of these comments and see who got the most votes. All right, we'll just go across, and I'm going to formulate some sort of quick reply to everyone that has commented on this post. All right, let's go here. Indonesian coffee is the best. Melbourne coffee is the best. Any coffee is great. Seattle is the best. Seattle for sure. Singapore, USA. Tim Hortons in Canada. Awesome. All right. Well, it seems like Seattle has 2 votes. So what we're going to do, and did Indonesian get 2? I think. All right. Seattle got 2. I think they got the number 1 spot. Okay. Wins out this cool cafe in Seattle. Or we could even say, check out this set of wins. But Wellington is still cool. Check out this cafe when you get a chance. Now we're just going to put in a cafe. All right. Now one of the cafes that I really like, one of the cafes that that has done a lot for Wellington Coffee is this one. It's actually called Flight. All right. So Flight Coffee. Definitely a good place that made a huge impact for Wellington. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in this right here. Check out flightcoffee.co there. Does everyone see what I've done? Does everyone see what I've done? I know that the audio was a bit shaky for a bit there. Does everyone see what I've done? Just say yes right now if you're ready to see this in action. Awesome. Now we can add multiple replies, but I'm just doing one today. We could add several of these. We could do 9 different variations where we had 9 different comments being placed for each response here. I'm going to submit. And I need to select the post apparently. So I'm just going to select this post. I'll go back up, select it, tick it. There we are. And submit. Now I get nervous when this happens always. So I'll see what happens. Re-engaging in progress. All right. When I first did this, I forgot to enter. For some reason, I forgot to enter some of the details, and it didn't do what it needed to. But now I've got it down, so it took about 5 minutes to recover. All right. So what it's doing right now, I'll give you a bit of background, is it's going through the comments and it's placing responses. So if you commented, you'll receive a notification on Facebook. Who's received the notification on Facebook? Already got the notice in FB, Gene's saying. So check out this. This is where this gets really cool. Everyone who commented just got notified that I made a response to their post. And look at this. Everyone also received a response in the comment as well. Pretty cool, right? So I had put in a specific amount that I wanted. So these 2 people have got responses. I think it might be still rolling over. We've got 2 people who have received responses, and I think these will receive responses very soon as well. All right. Cool. So you can see it took a bit of time. It's still processing. So some people got it immediately, others got it a few minutes later, but you all got some sort of response. Okay. Did everyone see what I just showed? Just say yes if you saw what I just showed. I know that the audio is fading out because Facebook, for whatever reason, doesn't agree with GoToWebinar. Everyone saw it? Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. So what it did, and let me explain, and if you had commented, you would have received a notification. It just promoted whatever I wanted to promote to all of the comments on my page within an instant. You can do this for any client. You can do this for any business. You can do this for your business. You can do this for anything you want. And you can actually increase the amount of clicks, the amount of leads, and the amount of sales you're making through these URLs. You can split test, you can provide multiple responses, everything. Now, some of these may take a few more minutes to roll over. Okay, what you can do is you can actually schedule them into this thing so they go out at specific times. But this one, yeah, you can receive basically, you can select multiple posts, and everyone should receive some sort of response by the end of this. So does everyone understand the power that this has for your business? What this basically will give you the ability to do is for those businesses who have been struggling in the newsfeed, those businesses who have wanted to make an ROI on their Facebook pages, or if you're someone that's a marketer, you want to do Teespring, affiliate marketing, you can use this as well. This is going to give you and them the ability to very quickly and easily basically update all of your commenters of something that's happening or something that you've released or a product, a purchase, anything like that that they could do. And this is why it's increasing the sales so rapidly for people that are using this. One of the great things that you can do is offer this as a service for businesses is something unique that you can do that no one else is doing locally. Also, if it's any sort of promotion or anything upcoming that you want to really push for them hard, you're able to do this with this as well. Now, what I would recommend doing is I would recommend doing the split test option. I showed you the basic option today. I would recommend doing the split test option. The reason being that it shows multiple responses in doing that. So this is a tool that's a powerful marketing tool. Now, the first question that probably comes to mind is this considered spamming? Okay, would this be considered by Facebook as spamming? Are they not going to like this? From what I've seen so far, as long as you stick to multiple responses, you're smart with this, and you don't suddenly try and abuse it and send it out to thousands of people on the same comments. This is not abusing Facebook at all. What this is doing is it's giving you the ability to engage your fans in a new, exciting way that gets basically puts a notification in their taskbar, brings them back to your page, and alerts them of the post. But what I would recommend doing is if you're dealing with clients, making sure that you do multiple posts with different replies so it's more personalized as people see it as well. How far back does it reach commenters? It'll go as far back as you want. Okay, it'll go. There's no limit to it. Now the reason being is it's basically you basically want to make sure that again you're not going over the top with it. You can go up to 1,000 total replies and responses, but don't go over the top. Do some certain posts at certain times, and that'll be effective as well. Now, if it's a business that has online products, this is going to be perfect because it'll basically give you the ability to promote those. But I'm sure many of you probably have your own ideas for how this can be used right now. Has anyone seen this and thought of some stuff already that you can do with it? Just say or put in the chat box right now what you are thinking right now that you could potentially do with this. I know a lot of people are using it with Teespring. I'm personally testing it out with some clients right now and testing out in a few campaigns, which are really cool. But this is a really good way of re-engaging your list, going through past updates, and being able to alert people of any changes that have been made, any updates, or anything that you want to draw their attention to right away. Brian saying, I think this can work well with what I'm doing. Fantastic. Awesome. Who would be interested in getting access to a software like this? Just say yes if you'd be interested right now in getting access to a software like this. Now with Teespring, the way that people are using it, I know this because I've got a lot of friends that are testing this with their bigger Teespring pages, is that they're basically they've got their t-shirts that they want to promote. So they're basically updating the post with new t-shirt designs that they've just released, or if the t-shirt's sold out, then being able to re-engage those fans again and say, hey, we just released a new version of this t-shirt. Those are the ways that people are using it with Teespring. This is automatic, Ed. Yep, it's automatic. Cool. I'm getting a ton of yeses coming through. So I'm going to show you guys how you can get access to this and some bits and pieces about what we've added in to make this really cool as well. And also include, we're going to include a few other bits and pieces as well, but I'll be showing you that soon. Can this be used to consult other businesses? Can you extend on that, Mark? I think you're saying, can you on-sell this to other businesses? Would that be correct? Ed, yeah, fully automatic. Awesome. Okay, cool. Well, let me show you how you can get access to this for those of you who are saying yes. If you put a yes in the box, then I'll show you how you can get access to this. Now, this is a dashboard. It's an online software, works with Mac and PC. It's just a matter of logging in. Very simple to set up, very easy, and you can literally have it done within about 5 minutes or so. Pretty cool. All right, so I thought this was pretty cool. I love software like this. I love trying things out, testing this. I'm still testing this out myself. All right, so but I know that many of my friends I've seen their campaigns. I've seen this work over and over again, and that's why I'm so excited about this. And I wanted to tell you about it because it is launching for about 3 days. It's closing about 3 days from now, and then it's going to be taken off the market and then raised to about $97 per month, as far as I'm aware. So you can get access to this, and as part of this bonus, part of this webinar, I wanted to offer you a special before being on this live webinar, basically. Now, what I'm going to offer as a special tonight, and you'll hear me, my words are kind of going everywhere because it's kind of late here, but I wanted to give you a couple of special bonuses. So first of all, I wanted to help you with the strategy side of things. Now, if you're an offline marketer, I want to give you a strategy that you can apply to a business. All right, so I'm going to give you the strategy that I'm using to apply this in businesses and how you should do your updates, when you should do them, what frequency you should do them, and you'll be able to use this strategy not only as a guide, but you'll also be able to pass it on to businesses so they're aware about how this is used as well. This is going to be particularly useful because it'll mean that you'll know exactly what needs to happen in order to make this successful for a business, and also a business will be clear about how this works and where it comes into play. Also, just for those on this webinar, you're also going to include Mobile App Generator. This is an app generator that basically generates mobile apps. It's a great way of being able to basically generate mobile apps really quickly and easily that show up in your home page, the home space of your mobile device. And as a third webinar bonus, if you get access to this today, you're going to be able to get access to a recurring money system that I've got access that I've got right now. That will basically show you how to generate recurring income and provide you the tools to do that as well. Now, those are the 3 bonuses that are included with this today, and that's only available for the first 10 that get access to this. It's only available for people on the webinar. After you get off this webinar, these are not going to be available, basically. Now, because I really like the software, I also wanted to throw in something else as well. Now, this is for the first 30. It's going to go basically until 30 are gone. And we've got a number of different bonuses. These are some of my best bonuses that I've compiled, I put together. And just have a look at what's included in here because I think you'll be impressed. These are, this is FB Local Hub. This basically allows you to create really cool looking Facebook local hub pages. These are perfect for coffee shops, restaurants, local businesses. You can combine this with Mobile SmartLink and turn these into something that's viewed on a mobile device as well. Right now they're viewed on desktop, but Mobile SmartLink will turn this into something that can be used on mobile devices. Offline Pricing Pro, basically a WordPress plugin that allows you to set up really cool looking pricing pages. You can see here, Trial Business Diamond Package. If you're an offline consultant, this is going to be particularly useful because you'll be able to set up basically a number of different pages with different pricing plans or different pricing structures that's going to make it really easy for you to promote and communicate what it is that you offer. WP Restaurant Pro, this is a plugin that will allow you to basically set up a website for a business in Facebook and outside of Facebook that is for a restaurant. It's professional, it looks really cool, and these are restaurant websites that will literally be able to be created within a few minutes, but look like they cost thousands of dollars to create. FB Webinar, you'll be able to run FB webinars, okay? Webinars in Facebook as part of this bonus today. FB Connect Pro, you'll be able to connect, basically generate leads by people connecting to Facebook on your opt-in pages. You've seen those opt-in pages, right, where it's one click, then they join. you'll be able to do that with this particular software here. FB Redirect Pro, which is a software that pops up and allows people the opportunity to get access to an offer or log in their information to get extra details about something. You've seen these pop-ups popping up all around the web. You'll be able to use those in your business. And finally, as the final bonus for the first 30, Evergreen Lead System, or Everlead System, I should say. And this is basically a software that allows you to generate leads in your local area. If you're someone that likes to sell leads to businesses, this is a perfect theme for you to do that, or you can on-sell these themes to businesses. Now, is this a pretty cool bonus package? Just say yes right now if you like the look of this bonus package. I put it together. I took a lot of time doing it, making sure that it was all going to be useful and applicable in your business. If you're an offline marketer, this is the perfect package for you. And I think you'll be pleasantly surprised with the price. For a software like this, usually you'll be paying a lot more. I know for a fact that they're raising the price to $97 per month for the software. That's going to be the total cost, but it's not going to be anything like that today. You can literally get access to all of this on this webinar today for just $97. Pretty cool, right? Usually $497 will be a reasonable price for this, but it's just $97 today. Now, if you want to get access to this, it's launching at exactly 11 a.m. EST today. But I know for a fact that they've opened the cart slightly early to allow people that come early to it to get access to this. Now, if you're part of the first 10 on this webinar to get access to this, you'll be manually sent those bonuses within the next day. Okay, the next day you'll receive an email from me saying, hey, congratulations, you're part of the first 10. Here is your bonuses. Now, these other bonuses will be automatically added to your account. Okay, so once you get access to this, they're automatically added to your account. Now, if they're not, for whatever reason, I've got the support URL on the page. I just want to make that clear so everyone understood how that all works. All right, so who wants to get access to this right now? Just say yes in the box if you want to get access to this. I'll show you the link in just a second, and you'll be able to get access to that as well. Just say yes if you want to get access to this. Ready your browser. I'm getting a ton of yeses coming in. You can get access today for a one-off cost of just $97 with unlimited licenses at mobilesmartlink.com/engage. mobilesmartlink.com/engage. Now, the cart should be open now. If it's not, then it'll be open at 11 a.m. EST, but I'm pretty much 100% sure that it is. Go to mobilesmartlink.com/engage and click on Get Access there. Now, when you do that, what's going to happen is it'll take you to where the product is being sold. It'll take you to the full details of the product. I've gone through the full details today. So you can just go through and purchase that. And if you're part of the first 10 that get access today, you're going to be able to get access to this. Now, the guy behind the product is Will Perkins, a good friend of mine. I've done a number of projects and work with Will in the past. He is a developer and also someone that's very successful online marketing, and you'll be able to see all about that on the page itself. All right, now any questions about this software or any questions about the bonus packages or anything else that's been included in this package, let me know. From my understanding, I don't think there's any upsells. I don't think there is any upsells, no. I'm not sure, don't quote me on that, but from what I've seen, I think this is just it. I've talked with Will and he said, yep, pretty much that's it. Armando, yes, there will be. Yes, there's probably going to be a replay of this, but those first bonuses for the first 10 on this webinar will not be available. And once the first 30 places are closed, then there's no other bonuses available for this. Obviously, I can't give this away for hundreds of people because there's a ton of bonuses here. And I want to make sure that obviously they keep their value. Yeah, it's only available for the first 30 that get access to that. But yeah. Ed, no, it won't be posting to your latest comment. When you've basically updated, okay, once an update's been made, like I pushed the button and I said send out this message to all these people on this page, after that's happened, then it won't do it for new members. It's not automatic in the sense that if you comment, suddenly I'll comment back now. You have to, you decide whether it posts or not and when it posts or not. Mark, I believe there's a 30-day money back guarantee. Chris, no, after the first 30, there are no bonuses. The bonuses, you get access to the software for $97, but it's only available for 3 days. So, yeah. Now, just to make sure that that everything is working, just put "I'm in" the chat box if you're in. If you've successfully been able to get access, you're in. Just put "I'm in," just so I know that everything's working okay. Awesome. Okay, thanks, Gary. Fantastic. Gary said I'm in. Phil said I'm in as well. Fantastic. Awesome. That's good to see. All right, number of I'm ins coming in now. Rachel, fantastic. Awesome. That's great. George is saying website not available. I think we've crashed the server. Hopefully it's available. Okay, Gary, what's Gary's just saying there is a $97 upsell. Gary, give me some more information about that. I haven't. That's new to me. This is the software that I've been using. But this is all I know you need to get access to. I don't know anything about the upsell. Have a look at it, see if it's right for you. But I can tell you this software in itself is awesome. You don't need to get the upsell to qualify for the bonuses. I'll be sending that out for everyone who gets the front end. So don't worry about that. Awesome, Mike. Welcome. Fantastic. Mike is in, and Mark is in as well. Awesome. Cool. So we've got about 6 spots gone so far as I can count from chat. There may have been more, but if you're thinking about getting access, get access now. Fantastic, Carlos. Awesome. Welcome. Okay, cool. The upsell is Ben Adkins Data Reach. I'm not sure what that product is, but yeah, I'm sure it's good. But again, just to make it clear, the bonuses, everything that's included, everything you've seen on this webinar is just about the front end. It's totally up to you if you want to get the upsell, but for me, I think re-engage is what I've been using. It's what I really enjoy. I like it. So I think it in itself is enough. But if you like the upsell, go for it. But all I'm saying is that everyone who gets the front end qualifies for these bonuses. Raymond, that's really odd. I'll check that out. I'll check out what's happening. Awesome. Now, is there any questions? Anyone else got any more questions about this or anything else that you'd like to know? Or we'll be on this webinar for the next few minutes. So if you have any questions, let me know. Again, first 10 spots, you're going to get access to all of the bonuses. The first 3 that I said at the start, they'll be sent to you manually, and everything else included as well. Now, Mark, the bonuses are on that page. So if you go to the page, mobilesmartlink.com/engage, you'll actually be able to see the bonuses there. Awesome. Fantastic, Constance. Constance is in. That's excellent. Welcome. Fantastic. Cool. Now, Dictesh, it's basically fine for any type of page, any type of page on Facebook. This is going to be useful to. Specifically for businesses, I'll be looking at it more from that angle. A lot of people will be into Teespring. I've got a lot of friends that do that as well. I personally would love to be able to do that. It's a time issue. My time is limited. I'm dealing with clients and I'm also dealing with this business online as well. So I haven't really had a chance to test it out with that. But I know that if you are interested in that, there's a lot of people doing very well with that right now. So I would recommend, looking into that a bit more. Awesome. Now I'm just going to do a wee count. I've received a ton of I'm ins, about 8 so far. Still people coming in saying I'm in. Cool. We've got about 8 spots taken. So there's about 2 more spots that I can count so far to get access to this. So you'll be able to get access to this still. There's 2 more spots to get access to those first bonuses. If you are, part of the 10, the people that are after those first 10, that's okay. Don't worry about it. And George just said I'm in as well. George, I'll wait for that to come through. And Armando said I'm in as well. I'm in already. Cool. Armando, I saw yours. Awesome. So George is in, so there might be only 1 more spot left, actually. Cool. Chuck, I think wait for it, and it might work. If you wait for the video or whatever's on that upsell page to end or whatever, it should work. Otherwise, let me know, and I'll make sure that you're sorted out with everything. Awesome. And this is exciting. It'll be a really cool software. And as you're testing it out, please keep me in the loop. I love to hear about people testing things out, seeing results, all of that. So make sure that you do let me know. And those bonuses for those first 10 will be sent out immediately, or probably within, just to be safe, within 24 hours. I'll be trying to get them out immediately, but within 24 hours, just so I don't get myself in trouble. And yeah, cool. So just expect them within 24 hours. Awesome. Welcome, Gary. That's fantastic. Gary is just saying I'm in. So I think I'm just going to do a refresh. Those first 10 spots might be up. I can't see it in PayPal yet, but that doesn't mean it's not in there. It may come through very soon. But just in case, yeah. So I think, Christy said just purchased as well. Awesome. So the 10 spots might be filled up. Either way, I'll be sending out to everyone who's part of those first 10. Congratulations for being part of the first 10. Here you are. And the first 30 will get a bonus as well. Mike. Okay, cool. Now, if you did get access and you can't see the bonuses on the JVZoo page, they should be on there. I had someone to assign them, but if they're not, just give me an email here, and I'll send out all those links to you. It should be a zip file that's on there where you can download everything. If it's not, for whatever reason, just give me an email and support. I'll be going through and checking everyone anyway, but just give me an email here and make sure that I'm able to send that to you. Fantastic, Yuri. Awesome. Excellent. So Yuri will be getting those first 30 bonuses. All right, Mark's just saying no email info on JVZoo, no bonus info on JVZoo. What email? Okay, I'll double check that. There should be the bonuses on there. If they're not on there, Mark, send it to this URL right here. Just send me your email and just say, hey, I got access to the package. Here's my receipt, and I'll be able to send it out. So socialbusinessaccelerator.zendesk.com. I'll be up for the next few hours on that. So 100% everyone will get access to that. So don't worry about that. Everyone will get access to those bonuses. Cool. No problem, Mark. Awesome. All right, sweet. Well, I think those first 10 spots, I'm just counting, yep, they've been taken up. So I've got the next 30 now. So because you're on the live webinar, you had an opportunity to get the first 10 spots. Those are exciting additional bonuses. You can still get access to the bonuses that are on that page that aren't part of the special webinar bonus, which is fine. Still really quality bonuses, an excellent package to enjoy, and I really recommend getting access to that today. But if you have any more questions, let me know. I'll be on there for the next couple of minutes. So feel free to ask. And if for whatever reason anyone has any support questions or anything like that, I'll be able to help you from here. And I hope everyone's excited. I've seen quite a bit of excitement throughout the chat, which has been really cool on this webinar, which is great. So keep it up, and let me know if there's. Oh, cool, Georgia. Send me an email here. It looks like for whatever reason, and I'm gonna go and fix it right away. But the bonus link isn't working for whatever reason. So send me an email or a message at that address. I'll be hopping into support immediately after this webinar, and I'll sort that out. Chuck, how many bonuses in total? There is 7 bonuses in total right now available. If you're part of the first 10, you'll get 10 bonuses. Cool. Awesome. That's great. Chuck, you'll get 10 bonuses. Fantastic. And just make sure that you put send an email to the support address URL here. And I'll make sure that I get that out. I'm just in the process right now of updating on this call that bonus page and seeing why it's not showing, but it's one of my first times using it, so I'm kind of still learning, and it's not helping that it's so late here. But I'll make sure that everyone gets access to their bonuses, even if I have to go and head up Will and get a list of everyone who got access. I'll be making sure 100% that everyone gets access to it. Fantastic, Mark. Awesome. Mark just said I sent a support ticket in about the bonus. So, Mark, thank you. I'll be getting that to you immediately after this webinar. I won't be sleeping until that's there. So, look out for that. All right. So, do you have any more questions? Anyone got any more questions? It's pretty cool software. So far, I can see we've got about 15, 16 people who have come in. So congratulations, that's awesome. Once 30 are in total, the bonuses are gone. So there's only, if you're watching this now, either on the replay or if they've left, if they've gone by the end of this live webinar, then that's it. I can't offer the bonuses to anything other than the last 30. This is Chuck. This is just a one-time payment. It's not reoccurring. Will is planning, or from a conversation I had with Will, in 3 days' time, Will's planning to take it off the market and bump it up to a $97 per month package. So this way you get it one-off, you get full access to the software, you can use it for whatever amount of time. I've talked to Will as well. He's the one thing I know about Will is he's really good at keeping up with software, updates, everything like that. So if there's any changes that is made to Facebook, he'll be up with it. Fantastic. Chuck's is saying this will be a great add-on to FB Sales Ad. Awesome. That's great. Awesome. Now, if anyone's got any questions, I'm still seeing people come in. We've had so far, I think, about 16, 17 come in. A couple more just came in. So if you are looking at this, now is definitely the time to act. This could be gone within the next 20, 30 minutes, the way things are going. So make sure that you do get access now. If you are going to get access, I'll be sending out an email with this replay to everyone. But if the bonuses are gone by the time that goes out, or if they're gone, 10 minutes or 20 minutes, 30 minutes after releasing that replay, then those bonuses will be pulled off that page and will just go directly to the link. So make sure you get in on that as well. Yes, there will be a replay, George, that'll be sent to you in about the next hour. Yeah. Can we give access to outsourcers, William? That's a question for Will, but I've done past projects with them, and I would say yes, that's not a problem. Outsourcers are fine. We're using outsourcers to do this as well, so it better be okay, but I'm sure it is. Yeah. Will this work with client? This will work with clients as well. Yeah, of course, Chuck. That's what we're trying out with. So we'll be including a strategy with those bonuses. I know that you qualified for the first 10 bonuses, so a strategy will be sent out to you for clients, and that'll be good. Awesome, Chuck. Yep, that's perfect. All right, a couple more people in. So it looks like there's about 11 spots left, 11 spots total. If you want to be part of this, 11 spots. If you are watching this on replay and the bonuses are still below, then you can still get access. If they've been taken away, I'm sorry. It's got to be. I can only offer it for the first 30. And any more questions, let me know. I'll be on for the next. If I can find my watch. Where did my watch go? Oh, there it is. I'll be on for the next 4 to 5 minutes. 4 to 5 minutes, and then I'll be heading off. making sure everyone's sent out their bonuses, everyone's updated, and any tickets taken care of that have been sent into support. Then after that, I'll be releasing the replay and getting a sleep of all things. I've got an early meeting that's happening tomorrow, so I don't like doing this, but I thought this was really cool, worth getting up and doing a really early webinar of all things for everyone. So yeah, no problem, Mike. I wanted to show you personally, so I hope that I did a good job in doing that, even with the slight audio technical issues we had. Awesome, thanks, Mark. Fantastic. Expect an email from me soon, and yeah, I'll have that soon. Rex. Okay, cool. Rex, email in to this support desk right here, and I'll make sure you're taken care of. I'll get in touch with Will. If for whatever reason any of you can't get access to the software or anything like that, it doesn't come in your email or anything like that, give me an email and I'll get in touch with Will personally and make sure that your account details are sent right away to you. Cool. I'll see you later, Mark. Awesome. No problem, Rex. Cool. If you have some of the bonuses already, Chuck, you get them twice. I apologize for that. I'll see if I can find you something. Give me a note on your social business, on your email, the social, or if you want to email into support now, and just let me know which ones you've already got, and I'll see if I can find something else that will replace those to make it even more valuable for you. As long as you use them, you better be making sure that you use these bonuses that I give you. They're very useful bonuses, so make sure that you are applying them. But yeah, if you want that, I can do that. Oh, nice. Chuck's got a website called A Business a Day. I like it. Yep. Now, Constance, if you want to see the bonuses, you can see them at the URL, which is mobilesmartlink.com/engage. Yeah. Yeah, all the bonuses and information is on that page, so it's really clear. It's also got our URL down below for help or anything like that. So just get in touch through that if you need any help. Obviously, if you want to say hi, you can do that here. But yeah, nice, Chuck. A business mobile, a business today mobile. Awesome. I like it. The brand. That's cool. It's the first place you need to start. The brand, then the resources, then go out and get those leads and get them clients. That's also important. All right. Well, looks like the questions have slowed down. So I'm going to jump off. I'm going to make sure that I get everyone access to their bonuses 100%. And also, I'll be look out for a replay. If you do want to watch that replay, it'll be sent to your email in about an hour's time. If you don't see the replay, go to mobilesmartlink.com/engage. I'll be putting the replay on that page. So make sure that you go back to there as well. Fantastic. Awesome. That's great, Chuck. Excellent. All right. So that's it from me tonight. Thank you all for tuning up. I really enjoyed this webinar. I hope that you've enjoyed it as well. I hope you liked and saw the value in the demonstration that I gave, and also understand that this is a software that has a huge amount of potential for your campaigns and your clients' campaigns as well. It's a very effective software, and if you've got access to it, you should feel pretty excited about it. I really recommend going in there, giving it a go, trying it on some of your pages, and seeing what kind of an impact this makes to the response that you have from fans of your page. All right, so enough from me for tonight. I thank you again for coming on. This is Sam Becker. Look out for an email from me soon, and I'll talk to you again soon. See you later.